So, there was a thing on here that says show in stories. Are we doing that on purpose, or should we turn that off? Every time we do a live video, it comes up also on the Facebook page as a story.
Interesting.
Was that on purpose, or should we uncheck that so it's just a... Okay, next time I won't let it kids.
Yeah, I wasn't even aware.
Okay.
Okay, so, I don't know where the gavel is. All right,
We'll blame it on Benson.
There you go.
welcome to the July 21st, 2025 Select Board meeting. We have our 3 board members, town clerk, and 1 guest. All right. Make sure I'm not speaking out of line. Yep. Town clerk report is up first.
I actually don't have anything. I've been working on the budget and end of year stuff, so I did not pull anything
Yeah.
together.
Okay.
Don't really have anything. August 6th, municipal election absentee ballots will be available. 30 days before the elections.
Okay.
That is all.
Okay. Very good. The agenda for this week, everybody been through it? You okay with it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the thing about the agenda, yeah, is that we each have our own section as well, and so we can add things there or speak of things that weren't included on the agenda. We don't exclude them on purpose, but, okay, so I guess we're all set there. Then review and approve and sign the minutes from last week. They're actually in 2 sections because we continued our meeting from Monday to Thursday. Everybody been through those?
Mm-hmm.
You okay with them?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And this actually has 2 signature sections. Okay, while they're signing that, we'll talk about the
Should be some in the bathroom, yeah? Down the hall?
bills to be paid this week. For this fiscal year, $28,086.45. Bills left over from last fiscal year, I say leftover, ones that we have received that need to be applied to last year, $10,899.74. And then we have payroll this week that totals gross is $92.82.58. The actual amount of the checks that we will write is $69.16.63. All right, so everybody looked at those warrants and okay with them?
I did.
Okay, I think I need a motion on that just to be safe. Motion to accept the warrants, including payroll.
Second.
All right, all in favor? Very good, thank you. So that one, let's see, I'm gonna leave it with the folder so I don't get them mixed up. Thanks.
Sure. Thank
I'll
you.
throw that one.
Okay, yep.
Alright. View ads, we do have an ad going in this week and next week for the public hearing notice for the 2 cannabis licensing applications. That public hearing will be August 5th. It's a Tuesday at 6 p.m. here. Public is welcome. You're also welcome to submit comments by email or hard copy by mail, if you so desire, or hard copy if you want to drop something off.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Meetings doesn't show. We're on the 21st. Okay, doesn't show the planning board. There's no planning board this week. Excuse me. Okay, discussion items. Code enforcement officer. As I mentioned last week, we have hired a new code enforcement officer. His name is Tom Myrick. He will be starting the 28th, a week from today. He will be doing everything except plumbing inspections. He's not licensed as an LPI. We have, well, as an aside then, in the meantime, Norm Hutchins is the CEO and LPI in Newfield, and he will be handling permits and inspections until then. And also, he has a backup, the CEO in Cornish, although you're not to contact the CEO in Cornish. All contacts should go through Norm Hutchins. And his contact information, his phone is 207-608-2544. And is there an email for him? There's no email on there.
He's CEO at newfield.org.
Okay, so CEO@newfield.org is how you can email him. He's pretty good at getting back to people. And we hope he's doing it as a favor, and he really doesn't want to be doing it. So we're hoping that Tom comes up to speed quickly. All right, so let's see, where'd my agenda go? Here we go.
Do you want to send me that contact information to add to our website, or do we not want to put it on there?
Yeah, we can put it on there.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Can you send that?
Sure.
That would help out. Okay, we have a memorandum of understanding between Southern Maine Planning and Development and the town. This relates to the grant that we will be getting, right? It's already been approved, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
This just says that SMPDC can act on our behalf as the recipient of the grant, and will go through most of the legwork. So we need to sign that, I guess.
Yeah, it's been signed by their executive director, and there's a place for you to sign. It gives them permission to manage the project delivery.
Okay. So they only want one signature on this.
That's all they put, so.
Okay.
Yep. Awesome, thank you.
Yep.
I'll scan it in and send it back. So Norman has a cell phone and a phone at the office in Newfield. I think I'll ask him first about his cell phone.
Okay.
Okay, but it's on their website,
Okay.
so why not?
Just tell him ask him which he'd like us to put on our website.
Sounds good.
Okay. Land share riders, the ATV club. We were hoping that somebody from Inland Fisheries would be coming out last week to, first of all, look at Hasty Road and what goes on there, and then talk to us in general about things. We're very concerned about Hasty Road. We're also just concerned in general about people riding ATVs all over town. Doesn't matter what road you're on, they're riding ATVs. And sorry folks, but that is not legal. We did not hear from, his name is Steve Thistlewood from Inland Fisheries. Hope to soon.
I recontacted him, so.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll give him a call as well. He's supposed to call me at the end of last week.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. Okay. All right. Other updates, Jen?
We had our Youthful Maine food pantry, and we had a total of 53 people
Wow.
serving 20 families.
Wow.
So,
Great.
yeah, Parsonsfield again, are the most, like 15 of them for Parsonsfield, Porter, Limerick, and Cornish as well. We have
That number about what it's been?
this is a little low.
A little lower?
Yeah,
Okay.
yep, comes and goes.
Mhm.
We have our community cafe on Wednesday, and mostly the Thistlewood and the SMPDC workings, because this the grant will probably really take off in September in terms of energy assessment. So the total amount of the grant that we got was $64,400, and
Okay.
SMPDC will send us invoices, Danielle, and that's part of the financial risk assessment that they want us to listen to. So.
Sounds good.
And I think that's really about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. You might mention about capacity at the community cafe?
Well, we always have 50. You know that we cap it at 50. We always have a waiting list. So yeah.
And it is sold out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Renee is not going to be here, so.
Oh, okay. We have a wait list. So thanks. I'll put that right in. Forgot about that.
Okay, Aaron?
Yeah, just two quick ones. Talked to Paul from Parsonsfield Heating and Cooling. He said, reiterated that his plan is to be done by the beginning of September, to have everything replaced.
Oh, wow.
He was going to reach out to the subcontractors this week to get on their schedule for them to come out, and then he'll let us know. And then he was working on putting together a draft contract for the job. So he was going to put that together and get that over to me. So we should have that next meeting.
Okay.
And then in the weekly shopper's guide, under notices, there is one for Parsonsfield that looks like it's just like an ongoing notice, but it lists code enforcement officer, plumbing inspector, and their hours and his personal cell phone for the former CEO. So we need to get that updated. I don't know if that's just a simple.
Yep. Just a simple
Email.
email to
Okay.
shopping guide.
All right. So
Yep.
and then
I can do that.
Do you know if we provided the text or,
Most likely we did.
okay,
Yeah.
it'd be nice if we did that because that's a lot of stuff. Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
All right, good.
All right, I'll actually read through it and email them and then ask them to send me before it goes back
Yeah.
out, because,
yeah, and I think the planning board one was fine. Yeah. scheduled website. Yeah, so that one's good. It's just the one underneath the planning board one. Just needs to be updated. And that was it.
Okay, great. Well, as it shows on the agenda, Consolidated will be here on the 24th, this coming Thursday, to install our new phones, finally. I'll believe it when I see it, but they better be here. It's been a long time coming. So I ask you to please bear with us as we figure out the new phone system. It's going to be interesting, but it's one of those that you don't cut it in gradually. Basically, you turn the old system off and turn the new one on. So, I sent you guys, although I'll try and find it and send it again, a link to their online training. I highly recommend that you look at that. At least find out how to answer a call, how to put a call on hold, how to forward a call, and how to deal with messages. Okay? Since we're all going to have our own extensions now, we need to deal with messages. I don't know if we want, personally I would say everybody needs to reply or perform some action for messages within a day of receipt. Let's see, within a day that you're here of receipt. So, I don't know, we can talk about that. That's not critical to figure out right now. But we don't want messages to just sit out there. We've been working on the budget for this coming year. We are a little behind the 8 ball because of other activities that have been going on. It kept us pretty busy, but Thursday afternoon, after we have a Zoom with our auditor, we are going to get on that and hopefully go through all of it. I'll be surprised if we can get through all of it, but maybe we can. The budget committee has already started meeting and they're waiting for numbers, so we need to get those out there. Okay, workshop items. Jen mentioned today that we really need to get the personnel policy straightened out. We have a couple of things that are critical there. Also, well, workshop to discuss health insurance coverage is one of those things that needs to be straightened out. So, it's not going to be this week because of the budget stuff, possibly next week. Be nice if we can do that. Yeah. As I said earlier, we need another month in here. Okay. Anybody have anything else? Jeff, you have anything you want to bring up, add?
Sure, I have a couple of things.
Okay.
I just go based on what I hear. You mentioned the agenda. Is there a time where the agendas should be posted up online?
Yeah, it's
reading?
kind of gone from where I thought it was to an hour before the meeting. So
Yeah.
we will look at that. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go with that, I guess. And then there's, when you mentioned like $28,000 of cost, can you break that down sometimes, whether it's roads or medical or school, a little bit of a breakdown so that we know exactly what each week we're dishing out.
Well, you're welcome. I mean, that,
Oh, you're talking about
basically the warrant.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I mean, that,
Anything under, let's say $5,000 or $500, I don't really care about. But when it starts getting over $5,000, exactly what it went for and who it went to. But that's just a thing.
okay, well,
And you mentioned about the heating. you mentioned Paul doing the heating. Is there any way of moving that propane tank out of the playground area? Since you're gonna have to dig it up anyways to put in new electric or a new line when you do the new heating
We
system?
can look at it. I wanted to move it because of plowing.
And I want to move it from plowing too, but I just thought it was a bad idea to put it right into the playground.
Yeah, the problem is, where does it go?
Well, if you're gonna dig out those tanks, oil tanks, you're gonna have to remove those, right?
Yeah, the oil tank is just on this side of the electrical box in the center part of.
So you can move it there?
Yeah, but that can't be done until
Everything tanks are off.
until we get the tank out.
So, okay,
Yeah, well,
but it's, it would be nice to, I don't know, it would be
Yeah.
nice to move it out of there.
Yeah.
Because I think it's easier for equipment to go down there too, whether if you're having a Little League game or something like that, a vehicle can go down to the ball field and pick out all the bats and the balls or whatever they do, make it easier for them too. But anyways, that was just food for thought, I guess.
yeah,
I don't know if you mentioned trees or not, cemeteries and stuff like that. There is a lot of dead trees around, but since we're talking about trees, there is that ash borer that's running around,
yeah.
and so a lot of trees are dying. Is Parsonsfield thinking of maybe reaching out to inland fishery? Oh, not inland, but the forestry department, maybe we can get some money to help clear all these ash trees that are gonna end up dropping in the streets pretty soon.
Possible.
Yeah, we can look at that.
Yeah, there was just an article in the Maine Municipal Association magazine about the emerald ash
Yeah, well,
borer.
we were warned a few years ago when I was at a select board meeting about the ash borer coming its way, and it has made it.
Oh, I think we're all
Yeah.
suffering.
Yep, and the homeowner's gonna probably suffer the most, because there's a lot of the trees on the homeowners.
I've already dropped 3 trees.
It would be nice if the federal government would come up with some money to help the homeowners too, because it's gonna cost thousands and thousands of dollars for homeowners to get rid of all these ash borer trees. But that's a whole nother
Yeah, I
subject.
wouldn't hold my breath waiting
I'm
for
not
that.
holding my breath. I need purple. And since I was at the budget committee, they talked about the $58,000 that we pay for hydrants every year. I
Yeah.
think I've suggested this before, that the 5 towns, Baldwin, Porter, Baldwin, whatever it is, the 5 towns that we have, the select board members go to Augusta and join forces and tell them that this is a lot of money to be paying. I've said this at every town meeting, but it's a lot of money, and they should be invited to come to a town meeting and explain it to us, why they want so much money.
I have a long string of emails from the Public Utilities Company about this whole business, and have been talking to Porter about the same thing, because they have, obviously they have the same issue, the rates that are set.
The 5 towns.
Yeah,
No, it's just Parsons Field and Porter.
That's it? No
Yeah.
Baldwin, no Porter, no Baldwin, no Brownfield?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, and since I was at the budget committee, they mentioned boat inspections for Long Pond.
Mhm.
So the taxpayer of Parsonsfield is going to be paying for those inspections with some money from the state. But I think maybe for those that don't have boats, should say, hey, maybe the boaters should be kicking in something, maybe a donation bucket for inspections, because, a lot of people don't have boats, and yet we're paying for boat inspection. I understand it's going to save Long Pond, but maybe the boaters who put the boats in the water should kick in a little something.
Mhm.
At least a donation bucket.
It's not a bad idea, Jeff, not at all. I kind of feel the
Everyone-
same way about the cars that park there.
And the same thing with tire disposal, a donation bucket, go towards heating oil, but that never happened. And do we have a number of how many kids from Parsonsfield actually go to the public schools? I know there's some families that are split, but we could probably figure out, at least get a little bit of a figure on how many
We can
kids.
probably get that from the school.
No, you can't.
Oh, we can't?
I've
Oh, is
asked.
that right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And the reason being because the kids are split, and we don't want to know what family. Well, they could at least give us a high figure.
Yeah, no, I've I've asked, I've explored it, I've been to their meetings, and I agree with you.
Well, they could tell us how many families are split, and then we could say, okay, we'll cut that in half, and say,
I think if you go on to,
well. and-
education.gov, there's a way of figuring that out. It's usually a cost per student, but,
Yeah.
It'd be a
And I-
good call
and
to
I-
a school board member.
yep.
And I always wanted the cost of, how much it costs to run an extra bus too, but I never get. I think that's about, since we talked about trees and cemeteries, if you're still gonna do the fencing in the future for the North Parsonsfield cemetery, maybe the dead trees should be cut down before the new fence
Yes.
gets
Yeah.
installed.
Yeah,
Okay,
Jen is already trying. I think
I'm
it's
just
Yeah.
making
one-
sure, I've been away for a while, so
Yeah.
I'm just trying to catch up. Okay, I guess that's about it for now. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you. It's good to have you. All right. I guess on that, I look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Seconded.
All in favor? Very good. Well, meeting is adjourned. Thank you for joining us tonight, folks.
I was gonna ask about the phone thing.